This is 104.8 FM Chennai Live, and on the Breakfast Show, I have the most wanted musician of Chennai City. Now, his song has got more than 7 lakh hits in a matter of 4 days. Anirudh Ravichander, or the Kolaveri boy, is on with me. Hi, good morning, Anirudh.
Hi, very good morning to all Chennai Live listeners and to you.
Thank you so much. So, all of 21, tell us a bit about your school life.
I studied at the PSBB group of schools. Till the 8th standard, I was in the T Nagar branch, and then I shifted to the KK Nagar branch, and I finished my schooling there. Basically, that's where my whole musical journey started. School culturals and all the jazz, and from there I went to Loyola to do my UG. So there again, the cultural scene is really huge. So because I was in a really, I was educated in both institutions which are culturally very, very strong. So that's where my whole musical career began.
You know, it's a little surprising. We are actually a bit of a shock, Anirudh, because the school that you just mentioned is famous for academics. So what really, brought the music out?
That's a very famous misconception, but that isn't very true. I'm an example for you. Yeah, it is known very well for academics, but at the same time, it has an excellent mix of both academics and culture-oriented. What shall I say? They encourage a lot of culturals and stuff in our school.
That's interesting. So what role did you play when it comes to music when you were in school and college? How was your performance at culturals?
Yeah, I started playing the piano when I was about 4 years old, and I did all my grades at the Trinity College of London. I wrote my exams here in Chennai. So after that, in school, high school, 9th standard, we formed a little band and we started going for all the culturals. So when we went for our first culturals, usually it's only the 11th and 12th which participate in those things, but somehow in our school they encouraged me to form a little band when I was in the 9th and go for the cultural. So on going there, then I don't know, fortunately or unfortunately, we became first and we won all the instrumental prizes and all that. So that was like the major stepping stone. So from there, it just began, and 9th to 12th, like all the culturals, you would find me with my band and we would just be playing. Most of the times, I shouldn't say it myself, but most of the times we used to win. So it was a really cool thing. And then again in college, same thing. We formed another band with my college mates. In school, my band was called Things, and in college, my band was called Circuit. You would have heard of Frank Scott the Funk. So a lot of players from that were in my college band. So that's how it really planned out.
Okay. By the way, my listeners, he looks a lot like Ishan Sharma. So you took it up. You took up music. You had lots of fun. Won all those prizes. And then when did you decide to become serious about music? Are your parents musicians?
No, my parents are not musicians, but I'm from a very culturally oriented family. In the 11th standard, my band, we went for a competition. They are judged by Oscar winner A.R. Rahman, who's like my idol. So we won that competition in the 11th. It was like a band hunt. So from there on, after that, what happened was that really pushed me to try and make my own music.
So how did 3 happen to you? So fresh out of college, where did you head? How did 3 happen?
Finishing my school, Aishwarya ma'am, the director, she started taking a lot of short films. Then she's seen me before in a lot of culturals and stuff. So she was like, why don't you try and score music for these films? So she made about 12 films over a period of 2 years. So those films used to be like half an hour, 20 minutes type short film. So for that, I used to make a song or two and some background score. So as she learned the whole directing thing, I learned the whole music thing, and now we both are launching ourselves together.
Okay, that's awesome. So how does it feel? You are supposedly the youngest music director to enter films. How does it really feel?
It feels really awesome, and it hasn't really sunk in actually that the song has become a rage online and it's on top of all the charts and stuff. It hasn't really sunk into me. I'm just taking it one day at a time. All these people are coming. I'm signing autographs and taking photographs. I'm quite nervous actually when I do that. So, yeah, my legs start shivering when I do that the past 3 or 4 days. So I'm just taking it one day at a time, and I'm just enjoying the high right now.
Okay, a lot of humility there, Anirudh, but let's also look at the most obvious question, how did Kolaveri really happen? What were you thinking when you came up with that number?
The director just gave me the situation, and she said, this is a situation. And the situation is one which every teenage guy can relate to. So So the tune just came up in about 5 or 10 minutes. And then our hero, Dhanush, he came and listened to the track and he's like, dude, this is really nice. And there was just a dummy mic close by. So he got the mic and he started singing. The first line that came to his head was, why this Kolaveri, Kolaveri, Kolaveri tea? And me and the director were like, wow, this is the line. So from there on, it was just like a flow. Till date, there isn't any lyric sheet or anything that is existent for this track. He just sang with the flow, and the whole concept of Tamil and English mixed in a funny way is his idea, actually. Only the tune is mine. The whole Tanglish concept is his, and he just sang with the flow, and that's how it came out.
Okay. So tell us about the other songs.
Okay, other songs
are
totally going to be 10 tracks in the album. 6 songs, 1 remix, and 3 theme music. 3 theme musics that will be present in the album.
Mm-hmm.
So we basically tried to incorporate as many genres as possible in the album to cater to everyone. So that's how we have tried it. This Kolaveri is one. Then there are a couple of duets and a pathos kind of song and a club song and a rock song. So we just tried everything in the planet, just hoping to click with everyone.
All right. So a lot of earnestness there in you. So Mohit Chauhan, I hear, is also singing for you. So tell us about that.
Yeah, he's singing a very lovely love song in this movie. Rockstar, as the whole of India knows, even I was very affected by the song of Rockstar. So that's how it happened. And when I mentioned this to the hero, he was like, this voice is really cool. You must bring him down. So that's how Mohit Chauhan happened. And he's done a really fab job.
Can you sing a few lines for me?
No, I'm not the singer of the song, actually.
I know, but I want Chennai to listen to Anirudh's version of the song.
I think you'll have to auto-tune it or something.
Don't worry, I'll take care of it. Sound push is in my hands.
Okay. Why this Kolaveri, Kolaveri, Kolaveri tea? Is there enough?
What is that? It's like you sneezed or something like that.
Okay, I'll sing a line. God, I am dying now. She is happy how this is song for two boys. We don't have choice. Why this Kolaveri, Kolaveri, Kolaveri tea? Okay.
You have a nice voice, Anirudh. So what does Soup Boys mean? I've been meaning to ask you.
I've also sung one song in the album, actually.
Mm-hmm. Which song is that?
That's the club track what I was talking about.
Okay. And what does Soup Boys mean? I've been meaning to ask.
Soup Boys. Okay. Soup Boys is a term that refers to boys who have gone through failure of love, or in other terms, love failure boys. So out of 100, I'm sure there are at least 95 people who have faced that feeling and gone through that whole feeling in their life. So I'm just trying to connect with them. And apparently it has, so I'm really happy about it.
Some of the interesting comments that you've received from people from the industry, and also some interesting Facebook and YouTube comments.
I've received really positive reviews and comments for this song, and I'm really happy that this hit so many lakh hits in just a matter of few days. One of the interesting comments which I just read about 10 minutes ago, one guy had posted the whole lyric of the song. He had taken the effort to post the whole lyric from word 1 till the end, and he was like, this is the story of my life, and you have just churned out a block chart buster. So that was a really happy moment for me just 10 minutes ago. And those happy moments are happening every 5 minutes for the past 3 or 4 days. So I'm just enjoying the high, and I don't know if I'm flying somewhere, but I'm just trying to stay rooted to the ground right now.
Oh, that is so sweet. Anirudh, there were a lot of girls, grounded just listening to that sweet talk that you just gave me. Now, okay, what about your influences? Who are the people that you look up to, and anyone from the industry, music industry, who've given you good feedback about your music?
All my musician friends who have played for me, and all the top musicians of the city, I've tried to use as many of them as possible in the album. They all came and gave me really good comments when I was making all the songs, and they were like, we're going to encourage you in every way possible because you're promoting live musicians. And I really like that live sound which was there in the earlier days, which is not missing right now. So I've brought that back, and all the musicians and me, we just have a fun time. It's not like a recording session where I give them the notes and they play. It's totally not like that. it's a lot of fun, jolly good times that has all come together for this album called.
All right. And finally, to wrap this up, I forgot to ask you, how have your parents taken to the fact that the son has become a full-time musician?
As all parents would do, they wanted me to study some undergraduation, and it is very, very understandable. So I did. I just completed my undergraduation in Loyola. I just did my BCom there. So after that, when I plunged into this, they were like, "Okay, go for it right now. You've kept to your end of the deal. Now we'll keep to our end." So I've plunged into it, and apparently now they're very happy.
Probably you sang by this Kolaveri.
No, yeah.
By this Kolaveri to them. And what can I say? It's been an absolute pleasure talking to you. Good luck. All the very best.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much.